Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hello, Juliana. Hello, Amelia. I'm in the back here. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the 2025 Employee of the Year event for Seminole County Public School System. Is this the fourth time we've done this?
I believe so.
This is the fourth time we've done this. We're very happy to be here. As you can see behind us here, people are starting to arrive, and we are going to be celebrating our employees this year. And also, you guys have some other jobs, don't you? Tell us what else you'll be doing.
So we're going to go upstage, and then we're going to announce the masters of the ceremony for Employee of the Year. Hey, what an honor, isn't it? Is that really, that's such an honor.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In the words of the kind lady who bestowed upon us the cards, which we will read, she said, we have been promoted.
You've been promoted.
Yay!
Now, in years past, you've interviewed people, you've gone up on the stage, you've been asked to mention a few things or people that you spoke to, but now a little extra job this year. We're very happy to be here once again for 2025 Employee of the Year. We should see our Employee of the Year as well, Mr. Troy, our IT department personnel. He should be here somewhere representing our school, Lake Howell High School. And if you want, I think what we'll do is we're going to head on over to the other room. We're going to begin our interviews with our employees as they come in. Next door, they're going over to get photos done. And then over in our room, you guys will be doing the interviewing. Are you guys ready to do some interviewing?
Absolutely.
All right, if you guys want to head on over into the other room, you go right ahead. This is Amelia King and Juliana Vasquez from Lake Howell High School. Yes?
Yeah.
Come on in. Now, it's now my job to start gathering people. So if you want, the two of you can go over here and each pick a camera. You should be able to see yourselves on camera there. And make sure not too much headroom. So once again, we are here. And we're going to start to interview people that are here for the event. What's going on is there's lots of photos being taken behind us. They have a photo op area, then they have a photography area as well, where they'll give us a chance to go down the line and come in here and then get interviewed on video. But it's the tricky part is getting people to come into our room. As you can see, Juliana is standing by and Amelia is standing by. If you check out their cameras, yes. Thank you, Reese. Reese is our director here, Lake Howell High School graduate. Thank you, Reese. What we're going to do now is we're going to start to invite people to come in with us. And if you want, take a look at the cameras behind us and see what's going on. People are starting to gather in the outer hallway, and they're walking through the archways. And if you want, even though Reese, we've got graphics up on the screen, if you want to go to that other camera for a second, this is our stage where the ladies will be speaking in a little while to talk to our entire audience. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now what it's going to be is it's going to be my job to get a few people to come on in and join us. But in the meantime, enjoy the view of our event. Oh, we have some people coming, yes. Amelia's mother is wrangling some people. So maybe while we're waiting, I'll just come over first. I'll say hi. Is my head being cut off? Okay, hang on. Hi, Amelia. How are things going?
Hi. It's very busy, but it's plentiful.
It's plentiful. I'm leaning up against the wall so I can scoot down so that I'm actually in the shot. I don't want to be cutting my head off. They're practicing in the other room, it looks like. We're going to have a couple of different performances this evening as well. Oh, here come some of the musicians. I'm not sure which school they're coming from, but we're going to have our first guest come on in. Come on in. I'll give you a microphone here. I'm going to let Amelia King interview you if you want to stand here as well. Are you on camera as well? You want to come on over? You're with him? Oh, okay. Go ahead. This is the two of you right here. Go ahead, Amelia. Make sure you speak up with your microphones, everyone. Keep them close.
Hello, wonderful evening tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
And could you provide us with your name, please?
Sure, Abel Viteri.
Abel Viteri. And I heard that you're the sponsor for this event?
Yeah, I'm one of the sponsors for this event, yes.
One of the sponsors. Yes. And then, could you repeat your last name, please?
Viteri.
Viteri.
Yes.
Viteri. Okay, so Mr. Viteri, what was it that brought you to SCPS?
Over here, I actually went to school at Seminole County Public School, K through 12, and so now I give back to the community, especially in the school district. So that's why I like to sponsor a lot of the Seminole County Public Schools events.
Wow, so it's amazing. You started as a student, and then you became a contributor.
Right.
as an adult to the community.
Right. Yep.
Right. And thank you for sponsoring it as well. As someone who is a SCPS student currently, I'm grateful for all the opportunities that are there, and also thankful for teachers, staff, and people like you who are keeping things the way they should be.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, now after hearing a bit of your backstory, what is it that you look forward to the most tonight?
Just to recognize all those hardworking employees and faculty, and they put in a lot of work, and I believe they deserve the recognition.
Absolutely. And, well, I suppose on that note, what else is it that excites you specifically about SCPS?
I mean, we are one of the top counties, right? That excites me since I came to this county as a student, and we're one of the top counties, districts, in Florida and nationally as well. That's what excites me about Seminole County Public Schools.
And which school did you attend while you were in SCPS?
Sure. So my grade school was Florida City. Middle school was Rock Lake, and my high school was Lake Brantley.
Lake Brantley. Yeah. Lake Brantley High School. Wow.
Yes, Lake Brantley High School.
Very nice. Me and Juliana are both Lake Howell High School.
I know, I remember. I remember seeing you in previous years.
Yes, this is our 4th year.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's good. Good for you.
It is. Thank you very much. And is there anything else that you would like to say as a closing note for tonight?
No, just thank you so much for the hard work and dedication. Not only do you bring back to communities, but our students and our future. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much for interviewing again with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amelia. Come on in. I'm going to give this microphone to you, and you're going to go over to Juliana in the end there. She has some questions for you.
Hi, how are you, sweetheart?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
So what's your name?
My name is Veronica Petty.
And what school are you from?
I'm from English Estates Elementary.
Yeah? What do you do, like, for employees?
So I am an ESE paraprofessional for the pre-K unit, and I work with children who have autism.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
Well, I have a couple of questions for you tonight. My first one is, how does it feel to be recognized?
And I want to be around children all the time, and I want the parents to feel secure in knowing that somebody is taking care of their children that will really love them.
Oh, well, that's so sweet. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And then, do I give this to somebody?
Thank you very much. Yes, we're just rotating through here. I think I saw our Employee of the Year from Lake Howell High School. If I could find him, have him come in. Oh, see, that would have been nice to know. Oh, I just saw him, and he just walked away. You see me on this camera okay? All right. We're trying to get, hi, Abby Sanchez joining us on camera, and she's very sad because I'm currently a civilian here in the Seminole County Public School System. How are you? We're on camera now here for the Employee of the Year event. Here, you hold that for a second. So it's important to showcase our employees, not just our teachers of the year.
100%.
Tell us about the importance of this event this evening.
Well, for the past, 37 years in education, it's extremely critical knowing how important our employees of the year are to us. And of course, they are our backbones of everything that we do day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
So without their support and everything that they do, we would not be what we are.
And I'm imagining at one point you started out as an employee at Seminole County Public Schools at a school somewhere. Yes.
I did.
Yes, that's right.
I did.
Oh, good evening.
I was
You want to come in and
a teacher.
Here, you take my microphone. We're just discussing the importance of honoring our employees of the year.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm sure you've already covered this, but they are the heartbeat of our school.
100%.
There we go.
Hi.
The
It
heartbeat
takes
of our school.
the heartbeat of our school. It takes, every single person
Sure
is
does.
vital and creates the culture and climate and helps our kids succeed.
It's about the connections that they make with the students, the staff, the parents, everybody involved. And without them, we would not be Seminole County Public Schools. That's right. Our A-rated, #1 academically high-achieving school district that we are.
#1 by niche.
That's right.
Will we see you up on stage this evening?
Yes, you will. You'll see a bunch of us up there?
Absolutely. Shaking hands, giving big hugs, and celebrating.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both for joining me. I will be here throughout the evening, so please stop by and say goodbye to me. Yes. Thank you so much. Well, I'm not able to get any employees of the year, but I'm certainly getting some principals. Hi. Miss Arshafi is visiting us here. Hello. And who is your employee of the year you brought with you this
My
evening?
employee of the year, Miss Piazza, is Miss Piazza. She is my FTE clerk.
Okay, we'll come closer. Your FTE clerk, you said?
Yes.
And how long have you been at the school? 3 years, employee of the year, and her 3rd year. Very well done. That's excellent. So what are some of the day-to-day things that she does that makes her employee of the year?
Well, she, aside from FTE and all of that, she will jump in any time that we ask her to jump in and help out, whether it's lunch duty, anything at all. So that is one of the beautiful things about Chelsea. She helps with scheduling, whatever we need, she just jumps in.
What are you looking forward to this evening? Oh, good. Very good. That was quick.
Just celebrating with my family.
Yeah. Oh, you brought your family with you. Excellent. So she's in here in her 3rd year. She brought her family. Well, congratulations to you. Thank you for coming out this evening. And now we'll go back over to, we have Amelia and Juliana in the other room doing interviews. Any chance that they have somebody? Oh, no, they don't. Amelia is a senior this year. Juliana's a sophomore, both at Lake Howell High School. Yes. Do we have anybody else to be interviewed? Oh, it's very hard to get people to come into the room. We're struggling. Yes. Yes, you go ahead and visit with them.
Okay, good evening, and thank you so much for joining me. If you could introduce yourself for the camera, please.
I am Rachel Drake, and I do vision for Seminole County Schools.
Miss Drake, she has such a positive attitude, and she was so friendly coming in. She asked me for my autograph because she said I would go to big places, but I said, Miss Drake, I'm here to interview you because this is SCPS employee of the year.
You know more than 4 languages, you're going to go far. I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Yes.
Well, I would like to know about your origins and what started you at SCPS.
I came from Knoxville, Tennessee, born and raised. And whenever we did get a chance to move to Florida, I have always worked in the school system because of my son. And that's whenever I started working for Seminole County. I started at Winter Springs Elementary, moved to Lake Howell, moved to Haggerty, and then I started with the vision screening position for Seminole County. And this year we got 466 pair of glasses delivered to our Seminole County schools through hiking.
Pair of glasses?
Pair of glasses, absolutely. Vision is amazing.
Wow.
If a kid can't see, they cannot learn.
That's very inspiring.
It is. I believed in it for a lot of years.
And it's a quite generous prophecy and story to tell, also just to have the vision to want to give vision to kids with glasses.
You have to. As long as they can, as long as you feed them and they're not hungry, the next stepping stones are vision and hearing. You got to make sure they have their basic needs. And that is what I do. Yes.
Wow, I love that so much. And
Yes.
that reminds me of something I learned in business class called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when you said that when children need to have their basic needs fulfilled, after that their purpose is self-actualization and education. It's so true. We have so much opportunity here in the United States, and I feel like in developed countries in general compared to developing countries that sometimes we don't see what we have already, including the ability to see. So
It is so important.
yes, it's beyond important, and we greatly appreciate everything you do for SCPS.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I'm honored to meet you tonight.
Yes. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Juliana, who do you have with you?
I have Mr. Robert Wood from Lake Brantley High School. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Well, congrats for getting your Employee of the Year recognition. What do you do?
I work in custodians, so it's my job to keep the school clean.
It's really important to keep the schools clean from germs and stuff. Definitely.
It is. It's a lot like some people say. I have a couple of kids, and they have to clean a bathroom, and we have a couple thousand kids every day. So it's a bit because there's just a couple dozen of us, and we take care of the whole school.
What's your favorite part about the job? Like your favorite?
I don't know. I just appreciate working at the school. I've worked and I've jumped around a little bit, and I enjoy working at the school. I find it fulfilling just trying to make a difference for people.
That's really sweet. You're welcome. What is one of your favorite things to do in general? Like, what are your hobbies? Like, so you can get to know you a little more.
Believe it or not, I really like to clean the place up.
Oh, wow.
When I see a place that is just not kept, I tend to naturally want to clean it up a little bit and straighten it out. So it works out well because it plays to my strengths.
That's so sweet. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and being interviewed.
I appreciate it.
And congrats on your recognition.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, too. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Juliana. I'm struggling to get somebody to come in here. I don't like that we're in this room. I'm wondering if we should sneak out this year and have you guys just stand out here at this camera. I'm not sure yet. We're looking for anybody else that would like to be interviewed this evening for the 2025 Employee of the Year event for Seminole County Public School Systems. It looks like one of the bands is rehearsing up there. If you want to go to that, Reese, even though we've got graphics on the screen, there's a band up there rehearsing. They will be performing soon. We're going to see if we can get some other members to come in and join with us in just a minute. It's very, very busy here, but people are very shy. The people are very shy about wanting to come and talk to us. But if the two of you would like to actually, Juliana, if you want to come over to Amelia's camera, if you want to stay right there, and the two of you can talk to each other, you've had a chance to say hi and talk about school this year. Go ahead.
Yay, casual conversation.
Yay! All right, well, how's everything coming along with school for you?
I'm so glad it's senior year, but I'm also so sad it's senior year. It's a lot of emotions mixed in a bottle for me because, well, having the option to graduate early, I could have.
I hate to interrupt, but we do have another guest. Who just did the last interview?
It was Mr. Ray.
No, I mean, was it you or was it Juliana?
Oh, I believe it was me.
Okay. Well, okay, so Amelia's going to ask you some questions. Congratulations on being Employee of the Year from your school. Come on over here and stand next to her, and welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for volunteering to come on camera with me tonight. I know that a lot of people are shy, as Mr. Miles said, but you had the bravery to come here and speak with us, so I appreciate that. Yes. And what is your name?
Laurel Huminski.
Laurel
Huminski?
Huminski.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Mrs.
Mrs.
Huminski. Okay. It's wonderful to meet you tonight.
Me too.
And what sort of department do you work in with SCPS?
I'm a paraprofessional, instructional paraprofessional at Centrum Elementary.
Which elementary?
Centrum?
Stenstrom? Well, I feel like I'm learning so much tonight about SCPS too that I didn't know. Stenstrom, different kinds of schools that even though I live in this county, some of the names are completely new to me. But I feel like there's so much wonderful stuff about SCPS that it's just there's so much for me to learn.
I am a finalist.
Yes. So,
for Employee of the Year. Yep.
Mrs.
And
Huminski. Okay. Mrs. Huminski. I'm so sorry. I'm getting worse with names lately, but I'm not even that old yet. I'm just a senior citizen at high school, you know. But so Mrs. Huminski.
That's me.
What was it that inspired you to get into education?
I really love working with children, and it's important to me. It's always been very important to me to try and make a difference in our community. And in my position, I get to work with the children that need a little bit of extra help with reading and math.
So, I mean, they do
And
that.
I think
My
that
job is for
giving
special
them an
needs
edge will really help them in the future.
and
Reading and math. So you are elementary school based educator. Okay. Which subject do you find is your favorite to teach students, and why is that?
Reading for sure. Reading is my favorite hobby. My kids think I'm a really big nerd because I read all the time. And to be able to help kids love to learn and realize that they can read is such a big deal because so many kids think that they can't, and then they realize it's just a small tweak, and then it just clicks. So it's really nice to see those moments, the aha moments, you know.
We appreciate people like you because elementary school is such a foundational step in someone's educational journey and also their life experience. So it's very inspiring, and it's wonderful to hear that you are giving students the hope that they do have the ability to learn to read, and that getting reading comprehension can just improve your memory and your critical thinking in so many ways. Actually, which is your favorite book lately?
I've been reading a lot of historical fiction, and also sometimes I read like the fantasy genre.
Fantasy, historical fiction. I agree. I like fantasy as well. It just takes your mind places that you wouldn't think of. Yeah. Well, Mrs. Humensky, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I feel like I have a last question for you. I want to ask you one last question before you leave.
Okay.
What are you most excited about for tonight? What do you look forward to the most?
I'm excited that my family got to be here. My mom's here. So I feel young again. My mom got to come to an event with me.
Where's your mom from?
From Florida.
Florida.
Oh yeah, as you get older, you don't do as many things with your parents. So it's nice that she got to come.
Yes, actually, I will be leaving the nest soon too as a senior. My mother's like, my daughter wants to go far. She wants to leave the house. She got $120,000 from Rollins scholarship, but she doesn't want to stay in Florida. And I was like, I just want to do my best, you know.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, it was wonderful speaking with you tonight and meeting you.
Thank you.
Tell us who you've got with you, Juliana.
Hey, so what's your name?
My name's Diana Hall.
And Diana's Miss Diana Hall from Goldsboro Elementary.
Hi there. How are you?
And
Hello, I'm doing fantastic tonight. How are you?
A little nervous, but not too bad. Thanks. So I'm a paraprofessional in the ESC behavioral unit. This is my second year as paraprofessional. Last year I did academic, but I really, really love my job. And I love my kids, and they're fantastic.
What's your favorite part about the job?
I guess just helping them, figure out like how to handle certain situations. Like the kids this year, your class is such like regulating, so and I just love to see them help them get through their day.
Like help them grow, become
Yeah.
more mature, and like they'll be able to. That's such a heartwarming job.
Yeah, it really is. I really love my job. I love my students. They make it worth coming to school.
What is like your inspiration to continue going? You said that kids, but like also what?
I'm trying to go out of state, see if I can.
Like what inspired you to get into the field of
What's your
teaching?
I love kids. I've always loved kids. And I kind of always wanted to be a teacher. Like I said, it didn't really like pan out that way.
Right.
Like changes. High school, but I had a child myself. Congratulations. I'm doing my own interview. Really important to me, and like I'm doing my own interview. Helping her with her education, like at home, really influenced me. And I'm like, I want to do this. Like I want to do this real, like for real, like full time. So, I started substituting, and then I became a paraprofessional, and now I am in the new TAP program with Seminole State and SCPS. They started a new program this year, so I'm a teacher apprentice. So,
wow.
So pretty soon I will actually get my full certification, and I'll get a full-time teacher, and I'll get my own classroom soon. So I'm looking forward to that.
Shout out to your daughter for inspiring you to continue being in the educational field. We appreciate you so much, and I bet that your students also appreciate you a lot.
I hope so. I hope I make them proud today.
Well, thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you very much, Juliana. All right, ladies, if you'd like to turn your microphones back on, we're going to be rejoined by Amelia, and please introduce your Employee of the Year.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Tonight we're here with
Carla Romanek from Bentley Elementary.
So, Miss Romanick, what brings you here tonight?
Oh, I got the amazing honor of being in the top 5 for Employees of the Year. So, taking a deep breath, enjoying all the moments. I got lots of love from my school today, so it was very, very exciting to be here. Thank you for doing this wonderful work today.
Well, thank you for volunteering to interview with us.
Of course.
So, Miss Romanik, it must be exhilarating to be selected in the top 5, but also, how many years of experience have you had with SCPS?
Well, that's the silly part. I've only been in this particular role for 3 years, and that is it for Seminole County jobs in general. So I am just beside myself that in the 3 years I have built up such a great fan base is not the right word, but a great group of people that are there to support me and are just, they will be my backbone for everything, and they are the best of the best. So I'm so excited I got to represent Bentley in this way.
I absolutely love the way you worded how you have a support system and how that's so meaningful to you, because
Definitely.
what are we without our community?
Exactly. If you don't have the people supporting you, it's just not the same for sure. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Please continue. I was just about to ask you a question.
Not a problem. What was the question?
I was just going to ask you about your experience with education, because you mentioned that you were with SCPS for 3 years, but you must have.
This whole thing just started. This job, I had a whole career before this, and this job started when I was helping my daughter's kindergarten classroom. And I just enjoyed being with the kids and doing the little things. And some of my friends said, you know, this might be an interesting career for you. And I thought, are you sure, really? And so I took it and ran with it and have found my niche and never thought this would be a new career, but I am so excited about it.
Next up, we're going back to Juliana, who has someone from Lake Howell High School, as we are all representing this evening. Juliana, who do you have with you?
I have our Lake Howell Employee of the Year, Mr. Troy. He is the IT person for our school. Tell me, you know, it's your first year. How does it feel?
It feels like a lot of pressure. You know, I didn't expect to win this award my first year.
And you work in the IT department. I know you help like my club, T Club, with a lot of the technical things. How does it make you feel, like helping others with their?
Well, it's always kind of been my passion to help others. I kind of enjoy it. It brings a light to my day to be able to like maneuver and put things into perspective with technology for other students and teachers. So it kind of brightens everything for me.
That's so sweet. I know you definitely help a lot of people throughout the day, and you help change our lives with the technology, because not everybody knows how to do those things. So have you always wanted to be in IT? Or?
Well, no. My first passion was football. I started with football. It didn't work out. I kind of wasn't the best student coming up, but you learn and you guide your ways. You figure out things that you don't like. I started off as automotive mechanic, and then I worked my way into IT, seeing that everything was going into technology. So my skills from automotive kind of moved over to technology. It's sort of the same field.
Kind of like problem solving, like troubleshooting a problem in some sort of a tech
That's
software.
exactly what it is. I'm very hands-on with things, and I like to figure out how things work. So it kind of worked for me, you know?
Yeah, I like doing that too. It brings a joy when you find something works in place, and then it makes sense completely after, like the steps on how to.
Right, and it gives fulfillment, doesn't it?
Right.
See?
Yeah, you feel great about it.
Yep. That's kind of amazing feeling. That's kind of what brings, like I rounded back to what I said first. It brings a light to my day because it's fulfillment.
Right. So. Well, thank you so much for everything you do, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure interviewing with you.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, thank you both. I'm going to switch over to Amelia. Amelia, you have some questions for your next guest. You go right ahead on the camera there.
Hello, everyone. Oh, and Robert, if you could please stand here. Thank you. Yes. So it's wonderful to meet you tonight. Yes, nice to meet you. And you are from Midway Elementary School, correct? Yes. And you said you are a custodian. So what do you like about Midway Elementary School?
Everything. I learned how to be with the children and everything. With the teachers, I learned a lot.
Thank you very much. Next up, we're going to go back to Juliana. Juliana, you introduce your guest.
So we have Mrs. Guy from Seminole High School. So what do you do for Seminole?
I am a secretary for one of the assistant principals there.
Oh wow, that's so cool. So how does it feel like to be working with the assistant principal?
It's awesome. He's amazing, and I love working with him.
That's really interesting. So how is it in a day like for you working as a secretary for the assistant principal?
It's a busy day, but yet rewarding.
That's nice. So have you like always wanted to work in education or work with the assistant principal or any principal? Or?
Well, yes, I've always wanted to be in the education field. So.
Oh, so it's like, what's the most rewarding aspect of your job?
I would say just being an impact for our future generation.
That's really sweet. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, again, my name is Lachelle Guy.
Yeah.
I am a graduate, actually, of Seminole High School,
Oh,
1988 graduate.
alumni.
And also a graduate of Berry University.
Thank you,
I love my nose, and I'm so thankful, like I said, to be able to affect our future generation in a positive way.
Oh, that's so cool. That's really sweet. Well, I'm glad that you got this award.
Thank you.
Thank you for being an impact to students in your school.
Okay.
They appreciate you so much.
They do.
Well, enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. We're going to head back on over to Amelia. If you ladies want to turn your microphones back on. Amelia, please introduce our Employee of the Year.
Good evening. Welcome back once again. And right now I'm here with Mary from Sterling Park. It's wonderful to meet you tonight, Mary.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here with you.
Thank you. And it's just so far when we were getting to know each other right before the camera turned on, we were talking about Sterling Park Elementary School, and it just feels so nostalgic because I went there a long time ago when I was a little elementary schooler, and I feel like all the memories are coming in. How is it? How is it at Sterling Park?
Sterling Park is a great school, and we have wonderful students. I can't wait till they grow up to do all the things like you're doing. But it's a great group of students and a great community and a great family of teachers.
Yes, that's so true, and it's making me a little bit emotional because I can't believe I'm a senior, man. I'm a senior citizen, actually. Yes, but going back to you, what was it that inspired you to start working at Sterling Park?
Well, in the beginning, it's because my children were in school, so I wanted to come and to work on their schedule. But I am a product of Seminole County Public Schools, and so I was happy to come back and join that team and contribute the way that so many before had contributed to help my schooling go well. In fact, the person that trained me as FTE at Sterling Park had worked at Tuscola Middle School when I was in middle school. So I love that the county is full of people who are in here for the long haul, investing in our schools and in our students.
Inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very. And you said that it was because you were also a product of Seminole County Public Schools. I believe you mentioned that you graduated from Lake Howell High School.
Lake Howell High School.
Lake Howell High School.
Class of 98.
Wow, 98. A long time ago. Actually.
Always a Silverhawk, though.
Yes, once a Silverhawk, always a Silverhawk. I believe my father graduated around that time too because he was born 1980. Yeah, he graduated in 1998.
The same age. Cool.
Yeah, you guys must have been at Lake Howell High School at the same time.
We may have been classmates, absolutely.
Wow, small, tiny world in SCPS.
Yes, it is.
Everybody knows each other.
Yep.
Yep. I feel like I've been asking a lot of the interviewees so far, like, what's your favorite part about education? But I want to ask you something a little bit more personal and unique. I have to think for a second about what question. Let's talk about Lake Howell High School.
Okay.
What was your experience at Lake Howell High School, and how did that affect you growing up and deciding what you wanted to do?
At Lake Howell, I was part of the chorus, and it's
special to my mom heart that my oldest son is singing in the chorus at Lake Howell now,
Oh.
which I think is an amazing tradition. It was so fun to learn how to perform and to sing and to have just a good time with my classmates, and also to be challenged to do our best. And in the spring, the choirs sing for regional judges, and so they get rated on their performance, which I think is amazing to see. How you stand up against others, and how you're growing. So.
Wow, I actually personally connect to you on that level. I love performing and singing in the performing arts, so you and I have something in common there too.
Very cool.
Both Lake Howell High School and the performing aspects. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
You're very welcome. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi. What's your dad's name?
Thank you, Amelia. All right, Juliana, if you want to have your guest turn her microphone on next, we're going to head back over to Juliana.
All right. Oh, we got on.
Is it green? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You talk to each other.
All right, so I'm here with
Virginia Wells.
So I'm here with Miss Wells from Idlewild Elementary. Right. She is the front office secretary. Correct. So she gets to see the parents and do all the calls to help the children come. So
absolutely.
What's the best part of your job?
Oh, helping the kids. Yeah. 'Cause the kids come up with a lot of questions, and so I enjoy helping them find the answers, or helping them out.
I bet like the kids ask like, "Oh, where's the clinic? Oh, where's the? Do you know where the principal is, or the or that?"
Right.
It's very helpful.
Yeah.
It's a very important job for students,
Yeah.
especially parents too, because they have to pick up their child sometimes for whatever reason.
Right. And I also back up in the clinic. I'm a clinic backup assistant.
Oh my!
Yeah. So I get to see the little kids and bandage the boo-boos and
That's
call
so
parents.
rewarding.
When their kids aren't feeling well. Yeah. So that's nice.
That's so rewarding. So you're a front office secretary, and that's so sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good thing. I like helping parents, children, staff.
Have you always wanted to be in the education field, or have you always like helping children and helping people out in general?
Well, I started out just wanting to be a secretary from, I would say, maybe about 8th grade.
Yeah.
Or even before, I liked typing. And when my mom would take me, to doctors. Oh, sorry. When my mom would take me to doctors' offices, and I would see the secretaries with the old typewriters.
Oh,
I don't know if you've ever seen one.
I think I've seen them. They still sell some, but not like the old ones. Like you have to go put the paper and they type.
Right.
And then if they mess up, they gotta take it out and put it back again.
Yeah, and they had a carriage on it, and you just whoop. And the keys were very loud. And they had correction tape in them.
Yeah.
So as a kid, that interested me in papers and typing. So that's where I started my love for wanting to become a secretary. So when I got into high school, I took typing in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I did well. And when I got into high school, I took more business classes, typing and shorthand, and I aced them because I loved it, So it was good. And that's where my love for becoming a secretary came from.
I think you and I have something in common because I'm also in a business program at my school for dual enrollment.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also acing my classes too.
All right.
Yeah, we have something in common.
Yeah. So it was nice. And I think I'm instinctively helpful. I think I got that from my mother because she was always helping kids in the neighborhood. Feeding kids in the neighborhood. So, I just learned how to be very helpful, and it's very rewarding. Yeah.
Your mother seems also like a sweet person like you.
Oh. Yeah, she's here with us tonight. She's 88.
Oh, wow. Well, shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank
you for your time.
Thank you, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We're going to head back on over to Amelia if you guys want to turn your microphones on. Amelia, let us know who you've got.
Hello, everyone. Once again, good evening. Right now, I am with Summer Schatz. Okay, Summer Schatz from Wakaiva Elementary. She said she is a paraprofessional, which means a teacher's assistant. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes. That's right.
Yes. And earlier we were like, "You're beautiful. No, you're beautiful. No, I like your outfit. No, I love your outfit." It was.
Yes, girl power. You got to support the girls.
Absolutely. Girl power,
yes.
women power. Yes.
Yes.
100%. But what was it that like drove you the most to work at Wakaiva Elementary School and become an educator?
Well, actually, a big contribution was my aunt actually works there. She's always been like a second mom to me. She's amazing. So she actually did have a big impact. I always dreamed of working with her, but I never thought it would really happen. I'm from Alabama. We've been in Florida now about 5 years. So yeah, it's a dream getting to work with her every single day. And obviously, I've always known I wanted to work with children my entire life. I love kids. I'm good with them. And so it's something I've always wanted to do. Working at Wakaiva, I mean, I love working with the ESC kids. They are absolutely amazing, and they just fill my heart with so much joy, honestly. And I love working at Wakaiva and doing what I do.
It warms my heart to hear that because I feel like it takes such a big heart to also make that decision. Like, I want to dedicate my life to helping other people better their lives and to help raise the next generation of children, to teach them what's right and what's good.
That's correct, yes.
Yes. You've always had that feeling, like you've had that dream. You said you wanted to work with your aunt and you wanted to be in education.
Yes, I've always wanted to work with kids. And I love education. I love seeing the growth that these kids make and overcoming the impossible because people have told them that they're not capable or that they're never going to do this or that, and watching them do that and defeat all these impossible things is just amazing, and I just love watching them and just seeing how far they come every day.
Well, thank you so much for saying that. And I love what you said because, yes, of course, going through schooling life and just in general growing up, there are always going to be obstacles in your path, but there's always a way to overcome it. Like, nothing is set in stone. You can achieve what you want to accomplish, and don't let other people tell you no just because they don't see the vision that you see or they don't have the heart that you have.
Right, that's correct. You said it very well.
And you said it very well as well.
You're very good at this.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Still a student, though. Still a student.
But
I'm not
very
graduated yet. Thank you.
All right, Juliana, you are up next. If you guys want to turn your microphones on and introduce your guest.
I'm here with Mrs. Brooks from Lyman High School. She's actually an alumni from 2018, wasn't it? Okay, you should probably put the microphone closer to your face. Like, there you go. It's on.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm a Lyman alumni. Go Greyhounds. I graduated the class of 2018. I went to college. I came back as a substitute teacher, and then I earned a full-time position as the secretary of the media center.
Yeah, she helps out the students, like with finding books and helping them with the testing. Now tell me what do you do during the testing? Do you send out the testing emails about where to go or?
So I work closely with our testing coordinator. She supplies all of the materials, all of the testing locations. So this classroom will have these assigned students, and so it's my job to gather those materials and work with the teachers as well to kind of prepare them for what they might encounter in the testing environment.
That's really interesting. I know testing is a very stressful time for some kids and even some teachers, because the teacher's like, no, oh my gosh, the students.
Yeah,
where are the students?
It's definitely difficult to manage stress, especially around the end of course exams when the classes are ending and they're taking the state standardized test. So I act as the calming wave, the cool cucumber. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, what's the most rewarding part of your job?
the most rewarding part of my job is definitely working with the students. And once I do finally calm them down, or I do act as the cool cucumber, I see their tone change. I see them a little bit more calm, and it definitely is very rewarding for me to go home knowing that I've made a positive impact on these kids that are so stressed.
Aw, that's wonderful. What other things do you do? Like you told me that, I think you said that Lyman was going under renovations for the school library?
Yeah, so we're renovating our media center right now, so I'm trying to manage our library book collection and trying to really consolidate our collection into the teen fiction and realistic fiction that I know our students at Lyman like to read.
Right, you don't want some boring book.
Right, they don't want boring books from anything before the 1980s.
Right, they don't want anything from like the 15th century. We don't need that.
Right, so we're going for new books, new furniture, and a new collaborative space at Lyman.
Well, that's so nice. I'm glad that y'all are going to get a new library and you're making a great impact on the students.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my goal.
Well, thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Juliana. Thank you for being what is going to be our last guest. If you want, you come on out. You ready for them? Okay. All right. She's telling you your instructions, yeah. Very good. Just getting some final instructions. Here, you can scoot over, Juliana. Because this is kind of our chance. We have to say goodbye now because it's time for you to go up on stage to present, introduce.
True.
More pressure for you guys. You know, these are volunteers. They're not getting paid for this, and they're the pressure of them having to go out there on stage now. So now you also, I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about who you want to talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to say goodbye from here, and we're going to turn the cameras to the stage because Amelia and Juliana are going to be heading up there in a few minutes. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And I want to welcome to the stage some beautiful ladies that are here with us. They're students, SCPS students, and that's our student news anchors, Juliana Vasquez, a junior at Lake Howell High School. Come on down. And Amelia King, senior at Lake Mary High School. And they are doing this under the direction of Arthur Miles. So I'm asking the ladies to come up here.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for everything you do, because what all of you do gives a great impact for our day-to-day school day lives, whether it's for custodians, for keeping the school clean from germs, or even the bus drivers who go and help take us to school safely and securely. And even the secretaries, they're the ones who keep us organized. I met a couple of people tonight. One of them is Lake Howell Employee of the Year, Mr. Troy Merriman, the IT department. He has been a big help, and as a student who is a part of Key Club, sometimes we do have some issues, but however, he helps and fixes them up. And another one I met was Mrs. Brooks from Lyman High School. She's the secretary of the media center. What's really nice about her is that she calls herself the cool cucumber because she helps keep everybody calm during testing. And I think as a student who gets worried during testing, a person who helps keep things calm and settled is really helpful. And then finally, Mrs. Diana Holland from Goldsboro Elementary. She is so inspiring. I enjoy talking to her. She was such a nice individual. It was just inspiring that she comes to school every day, and then she goes and feels inspired by her daughter. So I really enjoy talking to her. And thank you, everybody.
Good evening. First of all, thank you for starting me off, Juliana, and I
everything you said was beautiful. So. Wow. I, first of all, want to say thank you, and thank you to everybody who is here tonight. I am grateful for all of your support and for all the services that you provide for students like me and Juliana in SCPS. This is my last year being a Seminole County Public School student. I have spent 14 years of my life being in SCPS, all the way from pre-K up until now through my senior year of high school, starting at Sterling Park, moving on to South Seminole Academy, and then right now being dual enrolled at Lake Howell High School and Seminole State College. So it's been a very meaningful, long, and huge journey that was my entire childhood and my teenagehood. I am graduating this year, and it's thanks to the support from all of the teachers, and not just the teachers, but also the school staff as well. Just thank you so much for everything that you do for students like me and for continuing to support us. And your support impacts all of SCPS students in ways that you could never imagine to such tremendous scales. So I'll always remember that when you show up to work, you're not just working to provide the benefit of the doubt, but also to impact students such as me and Juliana and help us create a brighter future. So that was the main thing I wanted to say before I got into selecting specific interviews I had tonight. And well, I suppose not selecting because there were so many special people that I met, and it's so hard to decide. The first person who I did interview was Miss Rachel Drake at the Educational Support Center. A round of applause, please. A round of applause. Miss Rachel Drake was such a kind and inspiring person. I really loved the way that when she entered the interview room, she wasn't just looking to interview, but she really saw me as a student for my character and my story, and she was like, wow, I want to interview you, you're a superstar. I was like, no, thank you, but I'm here to interview you. You're the Seminole County Public Schools Employee of the Year participant. I need to know about you. But she was very kind, and I can tell that she's very passionate about helping us and about being a part of SCPS. So thank you so much for coming out tonight and having the brave heart to be on the interviewing stage with me. I also, even though very briefly, was able to speak with Robert from Midway Elementary School. Additionally, a very nostalgic interview with Mary from Sterling Park. It was very nostalgic because I did attend Sterling Park when I was very young, but also Mary mentioned how she was a fellow Lake Howell Silverhawk as well, just like me and Juliana, and how her experience of performing while she was in high school just meant so much to her and pushed her to be in education at Seminole County Public Schools. And she opened my eyes a little bit to the fact that even though certain phases in our life do end, and that certain school things such as going to a different high school or being in middle school versus being in high school are always different, they continuously impact our life and our purpose. So I appreciated being able to meet Mary from Sterling Park. I was also able to speak to Ms. Huminski from Stenstrom Elementary. She was very fun, and I loved all of the vibes that she brought to our interview, so thank you so much. And my final interviewee for the night was Miss Summer Schatz from Wekiva Elementary School. Summer lived up to her name. She was very bright and positive. She lit up the room when she entered the room. So I was very excited to meet her, and I appreciated that. I love her story, and I love what she said about education and how there are certain students, and even just in general, there are always people in situations where you will believe that you aren't able to do something just because you're told a certain thing, or you feel that you don't fit into a certain convention or a certain group. But she did say that she was always looking forward to being able to help children, especially being in education, specifically at Wekiva, because her aunt worked there, and also just because she wanted to be able to help other students and prove to them that just because someone or something tells you no, and just because you feel like you're not conventionally a part of a certain group, that doesn't mean that you can't live up to a dream that you have and prove the haters wrong, shall I say. always keep your goals in mind and achieve the best and strive for the best, and you will make it to where you want to go in life, and you can always help other people by dreaming and achieving for a great purpose. So thank you so much for tonight. I am a bit emotional because this is my last year being in high school and dual enrolled at Seminole State College, but it's not the end of my journey, it's just the end of a little phase of my life that will continuously affect who I am as a young woman and as an adult. And I hope that the things that I do in the future continue to make Seminole County proud and Central Florida proud, and that my parents and my family will also be able to live a very happy and prosperous life, and that students, teachers, staff, Juliana, and all of you guys will continue to carry your smiles and positivity through the future. Thank you so much.
And now Juliana and Amelia will introduce your Masters of Ceremony.
So one of our Masters of Ceremony tonight is Miss Dawn Bonce. Miss Dawn Bonce began her career in education as a teacher in Illinois before relocating to St. Johns County, where she spent many years shaping young minds. In 2015, she brought her expertise and passion for her service to Seminole County Public Schools, where she has since held several leadership roles. Her tenure at SCPS includes serving as the HR Coordinator and Equity Administrator, Director of Employee Benefits and Wellness, and now as the Director of Employee and Governmental Relations and Personal Services. Throughout her career, Ms. Bonds has been committed to fostering a supportive and equitable workplace, ensuring that every employee and student thrives. Her dedication continues to make a meaningful impact across the district. So let's give her a round of applause.
I would now like to introduce Master of Ceremony, Dr. Mark Mullins. Dr. Mark Mullins has over 30 years of experience in education, dedicating his career to student success and operational excellence. Beginning as a high school math teacher, he advanced through leadership roles including assistant principal, principal, and district positions. Since joining Seminole County Public Schools in 2023, he has served as the Assistant Superintendent of Team Ops, leading a dynamic operations team. A graduate of Florida State University and the University of Central Florida, Dr. Mullins balances his professional work with a passion for mountain biking and family adventures. He and his wife, Laurel, also an SCPS team member, enjoy time with their 3 married children, some in education in the Army, and their growing family, which includes a 5-year-old grandson, 6 children, and 8 pets. Dr. Mullins, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
All right, sounds good. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you. First of all, let's give them one more round of applause. It is with great pleasure pleasure and excitement that I stand before you tonight to welcome you to our annual Employee of the Year event. This is a special occasion where we come together to recognize and celebrate the outstanding contributions of our exceptional employees. Our district is built on the foundation of collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to excellence. As we reflect, it becomes evident that the journey to success as an A-rated school district is a shared one. It is the combined efforts of every SCPS employee that propels us forward and allows us to achieve remarkable feats. The annual Employee of the Year ceremony recognizes those who have gone above and beyond, demonstrating not only exceptional skill in their roles, but also embodying values, mission, and the heart of our district. This is my favorite event of the year, and I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you. Your hard work, dedication, enthusiasm, and commitment to our district does not go unnoticed, and I am honored to serve as one of your MCs this evening. Mark?
Thank you, Dawn. Good evening. All right, that's okay for a start. We got to get a little bit more enthusiastic as the evening goes on. But I am also tremendously honored to be here this evening with some amazing VIPs in the house. You are going to hear about just amazing individuals who serve and selflessly give of themselves to our schools, to our school district, to make our mission possible of equipping our kids to be successful in the future. You were all nominated from a sea of unsung heroes. You are the people who may go unnoticed as you're often behind the scenes until you're not there. Your role is what makes a school system function. You are our lifeline. Your work creates physically safe environments and promotes student wellness, student attendance, welcoming our students into a safe, clean building with hot meals and caring staff is possible because you show up.
Let's give them all a round of applause because that's pretty amazing. At this time, let's please welcome Caitlin McInturf. She will be performing the national anthem. Caitlin is a senior at Winter Springs High School and has a passion for vocal performance. She plans to pursue a degree in vocal performance in college and aims to earn a master's degree in her music. Her ultimate goal is to become a music educator. Hey, we have a job here at Seminole County Public Schools for you. While also performing professionally. A dedicated and accomplished vocalist, Caitlin has been selected for the Florida All-State Chorus for 6 consecutive years.
Wow.
She currently serves as the Vice President of the Tri-M Music Honor Society and as the Chairman of Operations for the Winter Springs High School Chorus Program, demonstrating her leadership and commitment to the arts. So please welcome Caitlin.
Also, we want to welcome the Seminole County Sheriff's Office Explorers with a presentation of colors under the direction of Mr. Keith Betham, Senior Advisor for the Explorer Post. Would you please join me in standing for the presentation of our colors, the national anthem, followed by the pledge.
Color guard, attend, hut, forward, march, left, right, 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 left, right, right, left, march, color, hold, face, breathe, march.
And now, let's welcome Chief Explorer Conrad Boland. Chief Explorer Conrad Boland is a dedicated and accomplished leader within the Explorers program. He first joined the program in 2019 and has risen to become the highest ranking explorer. In addition to his leadership within the program, he also serves as the youth board president for the Florida Association of Police Explorers. A proud graduate of Crooms Academy, Conrad is currently a freshman at Seminole State College, where he is pursuing a degree in computer engineering. His future aspirations include a career with the Federal Bureau of Investigations, where he hopes to apply his skills and leadership to serve and protect. Please join us in welcoming Chief Explorer Conrad Boland.
Now with you, Caitlin McIntyre.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the pledge.
Would everyone please join me for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Right. Face. Forward. Forward. Left. 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 Right. 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 Left. 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 Right. 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 Left.
Thank you, Caitlin, Chief Explorer Conrad Boland, and the Seminole County's Office Color Guard. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce a remarkably talented young performer. Parker Ross Williams, the son of our very own Dr. Lindsay Williams, K-12 Performing Arts Curriculum Specialist. With a deep passion for the performing arts, Parker has graced numerous stages across the greater Orlando area. His impressive credits include roles such as Dill in To Kill a Mockingbird at the Theater West, Boy Scrooge in A Christmas Carol, and Young Charlie and Kiki Boots at Orlando Shakes, as well as Michael Banks and Mary Poppins at the SCPS Summer Theater at the Ritz Theater. Beyond the stage, Parker also makes his mark in voiceover, commercial, and film acting, and he's proudly represented by innovative artists in New York, Real Casting Management in Los Angeles, and Brevard Talent Group in Florida. A dedicated student, Parker is currently a 7th grader at Seminole County Virtual School and continues to refine his craft under the guidance of Sarah Lee Dobbs Acting Studio and Laura Mel Voice Studio. Tonight, we are honored to have him share his incredible talent with us. Please join me in welcoming Parker Ross Williams.
There's the cool kids, there's the preps, and there's the skate punks and the jocks, and then there's me. There's the losers, There's the nerds and there's the stoners and the goths, and then there's me, but then there's you. Because you're the new kid in the school, you're not just one specific breed. And so you're free to flip from group to group, from scene to scene, because you're the conduit, the medium, the go-between, which means you're perfectly positioned to get me what I need. They don't like me, and back before the crutches, it was clear I don't fit here. So it's hopeless. I can't walk right up to Kendra and say, hey, she'd run away. But look at you. You're making friends and having parties and adapting with impressive speed. The go-between, which means you're perfectly positioned to get me what I need. And what I need is Kendra. Beautiful Kendra. Wonderful Kendra. Make her appear. If you want a girl, the girl you want is Kendra. Very hot Kendra. Go tell Kendra I'm waiting here. Here's the problem. Every minute, every second that I wait might be too late. So let's face it, if I have the chance, the time is now. So who cares how? Just do your best, and I won't bother you again, and that's a promise, guaranteed. So I can help you out, and we can both do very well, or I can turn around and make your life a living hell. It's up to you, you have the choice, you have incentive to succeed. Yes, I know it sounds insane. Jerry Lewis can explain, but you've got to help me, Evan. Help me, Evan. Help me, Evan. Help me, Evan. Get me what I need. I knew you would.
Wow, thank you, Parker. Appreciate you sharing your amazing talents with us. I can't help but ask, is there a Kendra in the audience? Just coincidentally, I mean, just in case you hadn't heard enough, you're hot. Also performing for us tonight are our Rainbow Elementary violin students under the direction of Miss Rebecca Senko.
Interesting facts about our violinists from this evening. So I just wanted to let you know, at Rainbow Elementary, fun fact that all students learn the violin at Rainbow Elementary. Is that not amazing? The students here tonight represent the students who have a true love for the violin, so they go to violin club after school, and we have from 1st grade to 5th grade represented here this evening. And if you're wondering what those beautiful ribbons are on the end of their violins, it's for every song that they have learned or every performance that they have performed. So you can see that they are quite talented individuals. And most recently, they played at the Florida Music Educators Conference in Tampa in front of 1,000 people. So again, quite amazing feat for these students. So our Rainbow Elementary students this evening will be performing 4 songs for you, and the final song that they're performing is an homage to Rainbow Elementary School. Thank you.
The only song that I can sing is Boy Love Cabin
incredible performance, young ladies and men. Thank you so much for sharing your talent. Let's give all of our students another round of applause. Would you agree with me that their dedication, passion, and hard work truly shined on the stage tonight? And we are so grateful for the joy and the inspiration that they have shared with us.